Okay, this is my video response to Booger Boys, the most horrible movie I've seen. So yeah, I've seen Pink Flamingos. I enjoyed it. It was about John Waters, one of my favorite directors. Uh, the ending of the movie, not really shocking, but it was the '70s, so they needed that big oomph. And John Waters, John Waters is, he makes trash movies. He knows he makes trash movies. He knows he makes trash. So he goes for that extra oof. So what he did is he added that scene. He needed that scene, so he did it. Um Edie the Egg Lady, I liked her character. Eggs. I like eggs. And she gets married to the Eggman. So that's pretty cute. That's a pretty cute thing. She got married to the Eggman. Um, Edie the Egg Lady marries the Eggman. That's pretty funny. Um, what else? My favorite character in that movie would have to be I don't know his name. He's the guy who has a beard like mine, and kept going like, I'm with you, mama. How's that? That's going, mama, or something like that. That I like that dude. That dude's crazy, so insane. I liked his character. But the most horrible movie I've ever seen have to be the guinea pig movies. And not the movies not all the movies, just one in particular, just one. Just I mean, one, just one movie. Um, Let me break it down for you. The guinea pig movies are Japanese horror films. Are these Japanese, not horror, just gore horror films? Like they're just straight up hardcore gore, gore horror films. Of the guinea pig series, there is The Devil's Experiments, Flower, Flesh and Blood, He Who Never Dies, Mermaid in a Manhole, Android of Notre Dame, Devil Woman Doctor, and Slaughter Special. I had to read this off of something else because I've only seen like four of them. I just wanted to. I had to. I've seen like four of them, but out of all the four I've seen, there's like a couple more that I haven't, which is Android of Notre Dame and Devil Doctor Woman. Uh, yeah, I haven't seen Devil Doctor Woman or Android of Notre Dame, but I've seen Mermaid in a Manhole. Mermaid. Let me break it down for you. Mermaid in a Manhole was sad and depressing. It was about a mermaid, about an artist who finds this mermaid, and he uses her pus to create a picture of the mermaid. The ending was depressing. I'm not gonna spoil the ending. The ending is just depressing. He Who Never Dies is a funny movie about this guy who finds out one day he can never die. So he just starts like killing him. He starts ripping himself apart. And like his he lives in an apartment with his friend, and his best friend's girlfriend walks in, and he starts like throwing stuff at her, his body parts. He starts like throwing his heart, his liver, and all kinds of stuff at her. He goes like, "Why are you?" He goes, she goes like, "Why are you doing this?" And he goes like, "Cause I can never die." Nah. It's like, "You're making a mess." She goes like, "You're making a mess." I was like, that was pretty funny. Of He Who Never Dies, but that was pretty gory. Flower, Flesh, and Blood was literally a samurai finds this woman on the street and just continue. It just takes a samurai sword and chops this woman up and just goes to town on her. That was pretty gory, but you know it was fake when they showed like parts of this woman's body come out, and it was like hot dog tubing coming out of her as her stomach, and I was like, oh, that's pretty disgusting. They had a part in the movie where he takes this woman's fetus and he like stomps on it. I was like, that's disgusting. But you know it was fake. You know that was fake. The Devil's Experiments was a horrible film because it is literally an hour of let us beat up a woman. Just let us strap a woman down, slap her in the face, punch her in the face, punch her in the stomach, take pliers, and like go to her bones and just pluck her bones and do all kinds of despicable things. I think they spit on her at some point. It's a really bad. It's I hated the Devil's Experiments. I hated it. I think I lasted about 20, maybe 10 minutes into it. If it was 10 minutes, it probably felt more like an hour because it was let's just go to town on this woman. It was horrible, horrible, despicable movie. Ugh, I hated that movie with a passion. Um, yeah, but if you're gonna check out Guinea Pig, do not repeat. Do not go for the Devil's Experiments. Go for the rest of them, but do not go for the Devil's Experiments. That was a horrible, horrible movie. Just I had dreams about that. Like, my dream was I was sitting in a glass box. I was sitting on the ground of this glass box, and these guys just like went to town. This lady, just punched in the face, and she was strapped down on this chair, and they just punched in the face. They slapped her around, and they spit on her, and they were like, "Fuck!" They were just like, "We hate you," and they just like punched in the shins, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was that was my dream, and it was horrible, horrible. Never see that movie. Never see it. It's horrible. Out of all those movies, just out of all those movies, do not see the Devil's Experiments. If you're gonna see it, then you've been warned because it's so horrible. I can't even watch it. I never could watch that. That's my very response.